Step 1 on how to save. Start saving. Okay, it's a little more complicated than that. When we talk about savings, what are we really talking about? Saving gives you security and therefore peace of mind. And more practically, having savings means not having to stress when your car needs new tires or whether you want to pick up extra shifts when bills go up. It could also mean buying a house and retiring successfully, if that's the end game, which sounds amazing. How do we get there? What you should save for and how you should use those savings depends on a lot of factors, but it helps to know why you're saving. That could be to get out of debt, stay on top of bills, have an emergency fund, buy a house, or take that dream vacation with your best friend. Being specific is the move. I want to save $6,000 this year so I can get out of student loan debt and begin putting money away for a house. It's way more motivating than I want to save. The best way to save is to create a budget, which is easier than ever with free online budgeting tools like Rocket Money. But you can use whatever tool you want, a spreadsheet, notepad, whatever. Your goal is to have a clear understanding of where your money is going each month. You get there by knowing how much you take home each month or your net income. The fixed expenses you have that don't change each month, like rent or debt repayment. The variable expenses that you have to pay but do change, think groceries and medical expenses, and the typical places you spend money where you don't have to, things like eating out and so on. Once you have that, you can start finding places to cut or trim. Once you have your list, you can start identifying places where you can save some money. Think both small and bold. Have an expensive lease? See if there are cheaper places around to live. Spending $100 a month or $1,200 a year on coffee? Commit to only going twice a week. Only using a streaming service for one show? Just cancel it when you're done. Then make sure that money is put in the right place. That's big picture, but what about the nitty-gritty? Here are a few places and ways to find hidden dollars. We're going to go quick, so don't be afraid to hit pause. Debt isn't inherently bad, but credit card debt can be awful. Do whatever it takes to get rid of those high balances so you're not losing unnecessary money. Do you really need the best of the best? Look for substitutes that you like and stick to them. If you have trouble controlling your spending, put the money you want to save into a separate account before anything else. Electricity is expensive, so watch the thermostat and be aware of how much power your appliances and devices use. Rent from the library. Ooh, use coupons. Only shop during sales. Get thrifty. Subscriptions are sneaky expensive. If you don't use it, cancel it. Mostly you cancel month to month, so if you need it back, you can always get it. Lots of places have discounts for teachers, veterans, students, and others. It never hurts to ask. Make your meals all at once on Sunday and skip buying lunch the whole week. If you love rice, buy a big bag that lasts for months instead of bags that only last a few days. Saying no is one of the best things you can learn. It's empowering. So when friends want to see that movie you just aren't feeling, say no. Okay, so what do you do with the money you're saving? It depends on what you're saving for and how much, but I like to think about it in what I call the ladder of liquidity. Liquidity is just how easily you can turn your savings into cash. Generally speaking, the harder your money is to access, the more it should be doing for you. For smaller amounts, or if you're paying off debt, you don't need to worry about where you're keeping your money. But if you're saving up for a down payment or an emergency fund, you should look into what are called high-yield savings accounts. Those are just bank accounts that earn more interest than checking accounts. And if you're saving for retirement, then you should look into retirement accounts like IRAs or 401ks. There are also bonds, CDs, stocks, all of which have varying degrees of access and returns. There's a whole world of strategy out there, but a good rule is that if you have more than $2,000 in a checking account that you don't need in the next 3 to 6 months, you should have it earning for you. Remember, it's all about balance. Saving is a marathon, not a sprint. Start replacing expensive habits with cheaper ones over time. Make clear goals and celebrate each milestone. I believe in you. If you're ready for a deeper dive, there's even more information at rocketmoney.com/learn. Thanks for checking us out today. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, click right here. And as always, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.